It's that time. Welcome to another episode of Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news and insights from Littlefield Agency.
We're rolling. Let's do this. Emma, welcome.
Woo-hoo. They just yelled hot mic. We're on.
Hot mic. We're on. Welcome back. Same place, different day.
This is the
Similar time.
This is the new studio, basically.
By the way, I've walked through a few people in the last couple of tours.
Yeah.
They think this is so awesome. And I mean, I guess you guys are seeing this, but like there's 4 cameras. You got Brandon over here. It's really cool.
We'll do a wide shot of the new studio today.
Let's do that as our picture
yeah.
to show the background. But anyway, welcome back to another edition of Little Talks with Littlefield Agency. I am Sam Littlefield, and with me is
Roop
and
Emma,
our
Hello,
lit turn.
everyone.
We are so excited to have her here.
Brandon, insert fanfare music here.
Yes. I love it. Does that go? I need to listen. I didn't listen to the last podcast.
Yeah. Brandon's on it.
Hey, we are in the third week of July. We've got Emma here. It is Emma has this week and all of next week, and then unfortunately, insert sad fanfare music. Emma's last day is next Friday, but it has been awesome having her here. I know it is. It flew.
And then
my
Allie's
goodness.
who was with us last day is the week after
following
that.
week.
So we're hitting the end of summer. It sounds like.
Which is crazy. I feel like the summers, it gets faster and faster. I'm telling you.
that's what I've been learning throughout all my years of college. I'm like, wow.
Throughout all my, I
Where
think
are
I
my
say my years
summers?
of life. I was like, oh, those 21 sweet years.
Please make me feel older.
Hey, our big announcement of the week, besides having Emma here with us, we are headed to up north, Grasshopper tomorrow.
Moundridge, Kansas.
I have not been there in a couple of months. That's on me. But I cannot wait to see Trent, Mike, and the team. And we got a full day of some fun planning, kind of planning the rest of the year. So, guys, we can't wait to see you. If you're listening to this tonight, we will see you manana. We can't wait to be there.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got invited.
Do they not usually let you go?
I'm assuming Trent will listen to this tonight, and hopefully Mike. I don't get invited to the internal preps. And Chelsea messages me yesterday.
She's not paying any attention.
She is paying attention.
She's just over Sam's shoulder this morning.
Is she on camera?
Yeah.
Chelsea, wave. Ladies, you want to wave?
Hi,
Nice.
ladies.
Sarah, all right. TA over there. That's a big announcement. Taylor
Beautiful.
went public with her relationship yesterday.
A hard launch.
Yeah, hard launch.
Or perhaps a soft launch, depending on how you look at it. Yeah.
Anyway, we got a great day in Moundridge. We want to take this time to focus on Emma. And Emma, we'd love for you to kind of open this segment up with a little bit about yourself and where you're from, the college you attend, and just what you've been doing this summer.
All right. Well, thank you for the floor. I am Emma Tuttle, and I'm born and raised from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I'm currently a senior at the University of Oklahoma. So,
The university.
yes, staying in Oklahoma. There, I am getting I'm graduating with my major in advertising and a minor in digital marketing, which is one of their new minors. So I kind of
Is this a new minor?
yes,
Same
within the past
Was
year.
that your major?
No, I was an English major.
I was a communication major.
I talk real good.
Me also do.
That's great. So you're already smarter than we were.
that was my point.
That is awesome. Okay, so first semester or first year offering a digital marketing minor?
First year.
First year. Okay, that's
Maybe
huge.
1 or 2 years.
Okay.
So very fresh. I just wanted to dive into the newest thing and get to learn, all the digital marketing trends. 100%. And all that
100%.
stuff. So
You're in a sorority.
yes, I'm a Pi Phi.
Pi Phi. Love it.
Ching.
That's awesome. Ring Ching. That's right. Ring
Yes.
Ching. Yes.
We're the little angels.
Yeah, so she was telling us that she's got work week coming up, which is not nearly as crazy as used to be with her sophomore and junior year.
Seniors get it easy.
Seniors get, which they deserve it. They've already done their work, right?
Yeah.
We kind of get to oversee everything and sing our senior song, which is like super exciting.
That's a
I'm right-
nightmare for me.
Yeah.
We're all ears. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah.
Hey, Emma, so tell us, one unique thing is Allie and Emma presented themselves to the staff during our staff meeting just about them and what she's talking about today. You are kind of an influencer. You are totally an influencer.
I guess you could call me that.
Talk to us about that.
So I am really interested in producing social media content. It's mostly short form video on TikTok. Sometimes I'll post it to Instagram as well, but there I've been able to partner with a couple of brands and just work with that side of things.
Super cool.
It's been really nice just learning all about
If
And
you,
it's really good.
So-
It's really good content.
if you wanted to
Thank
say if you wanted to say the names brands, on the mics,
Sure.
Are you allowed to?
we would take a cut of
Yes.
whatever they're offering.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have promo codes.
We've been looking for
Just kidding.
sponsors for like a year and a half. Yeah,
She's
promo
got
codes.
promo codes.
Yeah.
We do not have promo codes.
No.
That's awesome. Name 2 brands that you're working with.
Allbirds, and I also really like the shoes.
Oh, for sure.
Allbirds, yes.
100%.
And then Sohos, and that's like a sunglasses brand on Amazon. And then also Touchland hand sanitizer. Do you know those
Yeah.
fancy hand sanitizers?
Yeah.
I love them. They smell so good.
Wow.
So
And who are our sponsors again?
Aquafina.
And Double Shot.
Double shot. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, my
Gotta have the
goodness.
water.
But we
though,
don't get
so
paid. So
Emma, your most watched video was how many views?
I would say almost 800,000 views.
800,000 views.
It's a lot. It was like a Valentine's Day DIY.
We have loved having you here this summer. I
Well,
can't
I
believe
have loved being here.
I can't believe your last week is next week. We'll miss you, and we
I'm
hope you
gonna
don't be a
miss you
stranger.
guys. I'm being so serious.
Yeah. No-
Literally, I've learned so much here, and it's been an amazing opportunity. So thank you both, and everyone in the office. as
She and
well.
Allie have really. I think you guys have great chemistry together,
Yes.
and they've dived into all things. They're very methodical too, which I really appreciate. They put in a lot of thought in before pitching an idea. Check out our social. She and Allie have done a wonderful job. We did go viral.
I think we're approaching 10,000 on that.
Yeah, which
On that vid-
Yes,
on
that
that
Tom
TikTok,
video,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
amazing.
Pretty good for
I
us.
think that is
Mhm.
deserving of 1 million, but hey, that's one man's opinion.
We'll get there.
Roop and Emma, take it away. We have one digital trend that we're going to be discussing today.
Okay. So Brandon, insert topic music here. He's over there. That's why I looked that way. So we're only going to do one topic this week.
Yep.
And it's not going to be threads. I mean, I really want to keep talking about threads. They're at 150 million now.
We'll talk next week about
But we'll catch up. We'll catch up to threads. They got things happening. This week instead, we're going to pull one from the Little Bits that goes out every month. Subscribe at the website. Link in the footer. Littlefieldagency.com.
it. Good. Nice work.
That's all the particulars.
That's good.
But yeah, well, this is pulled from that one as we usually do. This was I thought a pretty interesting one. B2B social media marketing is seen as the most effective. So social media for B2B businesses. The reason this kind of stood out to me is we embraced this a long time ago.
Yes.
So back in I think 2008, 9,
yeah.
somewhere in there before I
8,
got
9,
here.
10, yeah.
Kind of somewhat infamously, Ditch Witch tossed us the keys to their social media channels, and we were able to grow those into 300,000 users and all this engagement, and frenzied audience, and all that. But that was weird back then. B2B was not really jumping into those spaces.
Very few brands were.
Very few were.
On the
Now
B2B front.
we see a lot more of it now, but it was interesting to see someone kind of just mention it. And so the thing here was social media is the most effective revenue driving channel, with 60% of B2B marketers naming it as their top choice for 2023.
Wow.
And this was in April. This wasn't like last year and then it just came out. In April, a survey by W Promote and Ascend2 determined this. The B2B buyer is younger, digital first, and dominates the share of voice online. So this makes sense. We're starting to see generations of people that didn't grow up with social media get older and
Yeah, no, for sure.
I guess migrate to Facebook.
And these people grew up with
And
it.
these people are now entering the workforce and they've grown up with it.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. So it makes
Yeah.
it makes complete sense to us. We've kind of always been in line with this. And Emma, do you remember you asked me to do? You wanted to know what we were going to talk about today. I never
By the
do
way,
research
can
for
we
this.
show
But
the crowd here our sheets? And
this
then
is what
Emma, would
usually
you
looks
show
like.
yours?
This is all my notes that I wrote down trying to prepare.
she does more research than we've ever done for this podcast. So
Emma did a little more due diligence. She sat down. I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
So Emma, of the social media channels that B2B brands are engaging with, and because you did way more research than Samurai for this podcast, what are the top ones? What are the ones that brands are spending the most money and time on?
Mhm. So through my research, it was a majority LinkedIn,
Okay.
and then followed by Facebook as well. And they mostly spend their time focusing on 3 goals, which would be creating brand awareness, build the trust and credibility, and educate your audience. So it's better for
Great.
like longer term business.
100%.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
And I think those are 3 great points because we've worked with B2B brands in the past. Currently, our B2B clients are just crushing it on social, where they're trying to sell.
Mhm.
And it's like, no, that is not the place. Yeah, there's a time and place to do that.
Yeah.
We're all for driving business results.
Yeah.
But on the education part, the awareness part, hey, we're trying to build that trust from, even though it's a B2B play, there is a human on the other side of that device making an eventual buying decision.
People don't wake up and want to be sold to.
No.
Right.
No.
So like
No.
they want to align with you and like you. And then eventually when they have a need, they'll seek you out is the idea. I hate to bring Threads up, but
Oh, you have to.
on our Threads channel, I
Yeah.
actually re-threaded a whole article about this that talked about how most brands are doing this wrong. And like something like 8 out of 10, I don't remember the stat because I don't do research either, but like something like 8 out of 10 are trying to sell and not trying to bring the awareness, entertain, do the things, the reasons why people are on social media to begin with. So there's probably still a lot of work to go for like B2B as an overall industry to make strides here. I mean, that it's Facebook and LinkedIn are the top ones are kind of telling. I bet this shifts though as they get more comfortable in the space over time. I mean, like I said, our clients have been pretty comfortable in it for a while, but as an industry, I don't think that's been true.
No, and I mean, I look at it. So we've talked about this in the past, and Emma, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Tara, when she's doing research, goes to social media first.
Yeah.
Okay. She's very much a millennial, and we think about Gen Z and millennials and just the buying power that they're going to eventually take up. And she's doing her research there first on the brand, eventually goes to the website, buys said product, sometimes buys straight from Instagram. But I think of it in the B2B sense too. And like we're very much in that.
Yeah.
There's a possibility there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, are you conducting and just think of it on the consumer side, Emma, but are you going to social first and then websites? Is it a combination of both? What does that look like in your world?
It's definitely social media first because this is a very visual world in the first place. So I will mostly go to, honestly, TikTok. I'll go to LinkedIn if it's for business cases. But if they have video content, that's like amazing because it's just easier to comprehend instead of reading like this whole long article thing. Of course, we still love copy and all that.
Well,
shout out Rocco.
Yeah.
Yes, a shout out to Rocco.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you hit the nail on the head, and that's the most important thing. And it's really interesting. And we've had this conversation with clients in the past. They'll have big media budgets, but they won't go spend the proper money on a video shoot, on a photography, et cetera, because we live in this visual world. And it's so important.
Social requires content.
You got to you can have the best content strategy, but if you don't have, and guess what? Millennials and Gen Z, they understand BS. They want authenticity.
Oh, yeah.
That trustworthiness you mentioned.
Because as soon as Gen Z and millennials sense that it's an ad in any sort of way, automatically skip. We're like, bye, we don't want to hear it. It needs to be organic. But it can't just be any content. It needs to be very interesting content that keeps you engaged and like knowledge-based.
Yes.
Overall.
It has to be good enough you kind of think about it. Or I always think about, is the content good enough you're going to tell somebody in real life? Or, I would love for you to share it.
That's a great point.
Or reshare it on your channel or whatever. But like, if you come into the office the next day and you're like, hey, did you see this thing on Threads? I'm going to pump Threads like you've never seen. Or LinkedIn. That's my other channel this year.
I actually love LinkedIn. Like, I will scroll through it on my free time. I'm like, what is everyone up to?
I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the second Gen Z.
Oh, yeah.
This is the second Gen Zer in 24 hours to say that they like LinkedIn. I'll tell you that story offline.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I believe I'm
I
also
may be
just
onto
nosy.
something. Yeah, well, you could be. Yeah. But like that's the standard for content. Does someone want to talk about it offline? To me, is it that good? Is it something that you want to share first and then tell someone else about when you get home?
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
interesting. You think of the Super Bowl, right? You come back from the Super Bowl. Hey, what were your favorite commercials?
Yep.
Like to have that mindset every day, every week, year round of, hey man, I saw this blank ad and it blew my mind. It was so good. Like, I mean, thought-provoking content, and it can be quick. It can be educational and in the sense of the purpose of that content. It could be longer.
Yep. 100%.
But yeah, no, it's a really important point. And I'm trying to think, are there any other thoughts through your research that you have on this?
Yeah. Do you have other
topic?
notes you want to share?
Let me just see.
And if you don't, that's totally fine.
I do not.
In order to keep an audience interested for longer term purposes, they suggested that it's best to have content on how-to information, industry news, trends, tips, strategy, and so on.
I love it. Oh, that's
So
awesome.
not just, here, I'm selling you this product, buy it.
Yes.
This is what value it brings to you. The value is the very important part in this.
Yeah, and so from that line,
Justify the means.
completely up with content strategy, because you
Mhm.
needed to create content that is helpful or answering questions or useful to your audience in some way. And ideally, your brand's involved in that, right? But it can't always be the answer to your problem is to buy my widget. It has to be, hey, this is your problem, and here's how you might go about fixing it. And when you get to this step in it, we happen to sell these parts. There's a link to it, if you want it. And then you continue on through it. Hey, it can't be a we have your solution, everything, come into our store and buy it. It has to be more organic than that.
And I see so many B2B brands in particular that don't understand that. Here's the thing. Our clients know this. The prep and readiness internally it takes from an agency, from a client side, on the content strategy side, is tenfold.
Yes.
It's a lot.
I don't want to say
it's your world now.
I'm not going to say it's up there with media planning, but it's right behind it.
No, it's pretty dang close.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So something to think through. It's a really important point here is we have Emma rounding out her internship, but also you guys on the B2B front, you're heading into 2024 planning. We understand some clients have fiscals maybe in September, end of October, November, some at your normal calendar year, but this is the time to be thinking as we approach 2024, hopefully get out of this economic time, and what is our plan? What are we going to do? And how do we better engage our customers?
That feels like a good end to this podcast.
Does it?
Yeah. I feel like that was a really nice bow on it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So uplifting.
I'm pretty.
I love it.
I am a 7 on the Enneagram, so it's right in line. Emma, we have loved having you here this summer, and we hope to see you when you are in town, and we wish you the best of luck for your senior year of college. Enjoy every second of it, because one day you will have kids and go to work every day, which is lovely. But college is awesome.
Man, he had a bow on it, and then he went further.
I did that for you. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Emma.
Well,
Rube,
thank you
Thanks,
so much
Emma.
for having me.
always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Adios.
Bye, y'all.
See you guys. Bye.
And that's a wrap. We hope you've enjoyed our little chat and found ways to grow your own marketing strategies. Remember to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and follow us on social media @Littlefield Agency.